Ladies and gentlemen, come on down, won't you, and join me for my review of The Price is Right live. Now, The Price is Right came to TD Place on Ottawa, and I just wanted to take a few moments and tell you all about it. I had no intention of going to the show, but my lovely friend Becky offered me 2 tickets. I also had no intention of doing a review for this, but my lovely friend Allison told me she wanted to hear all about it. Now, what you need to know is that The Price is Right is a game show that has been on for decades. It has entertained millions of fans. It has given away tons of prizes. And if that's The Price is Right that you were used to, you shouldn't have gone to this show. This show did not have Bob Barker. It did not have Drew Carey. It had Todd Newton. Todd Newton, a guy that we were introduced to as being the host with the most. In fact, the big video intro of him kind of made me feel like I'd been missing out because I had no idea who the host with the most is. Quite frankly, I don't think anybody did, because after a quick Google of the host with the most, Todd Newton's picture is nowhere to be found. Of course, that being said, if you Google Witty Whittier, you will see me. That notwithstanding, this show, led by the host with the most, was not necessarily geared towards getting people to win any big prizes as much as it was geared towards capitalizing and piggybacking off of a reputable name to getting people to come out and spend hard-earned money to see an somewhat entertaining show. Big prize after big prize was dangled in front of the audience and in front of contestants specifically, but prize after prize was left on stage, with the exception of being the lovely lady from Chalk River who did end up winning a washer and dryer. And while I do concede that a washer and dryer are important necessities and probably very important appliances I had planned on spending my Friday night with until I got the tickets from Becky, I don't necessarily think it's the best prize to award, especially in the year 2016, to a female contestant. I mean, never in my life have I ever heard, "Hey John, guess what? The washer and dryer you've been dreaming of is right behind that curtain." So it seems a little silly to me. I mean, couldn't we have given her like a big prize, like something that she would have been really excited about? Like, how in the world did the lady from Chalk River get the washer and dryer home? Unsolved mysteries. Anyways, the host with the most seemed to go over pretty well with the crowd until he informed them all that, hey, you know the big wheel that we've all come to know? The big wheel, you can come up on stage and get a picture with it for $20. And people in Ottawa are very nice and they're very smart, and they're smart enough to realize that coming up on stage and getting a picture with the wheel for $20 is kind of silly. And at that point, the host with the most got booed out of the building. Now, of course, the big event of the night was the Showcase Showdown. And the Showcase Showdown seemed like a pretty exciting prize. But by this point, I'd kind of realized that nobody was going to win it. You had the big MacBook computer, you had a new car, you had a trip to Hawaii. I think there were some other things in there as well. And all you had to do was guess the value of the entire prize within $100. Of course, neither contestant did that, so they ended up going home with, I think, like $100 or $200. And again, $200 more than they would have had, but still a pretty big slap in the face consolation prize if you ask me, for a prize that was really never attainable. Of course, one of the funny parts of the evening for me was one of the ladies who was supposed to come down for the Showcase Showdown was nowhere to be found. It was like Bueller, as they kept calling her name over and over and over again. Now, I don't know if she got lost from her seat to the stage, or if she got, caught in the washroom, or if it was just the typical I need to beat the traffic Ottawa mentality that we've all come to know and love, but she was nowhere to be found. But at the end of the day, I don't think it would have mattered, because I don't necessarily think she would have guessed it with $100 either. So, if you love The Price is Right, as some people do, you might want to stick to the TV show. As far as the Price is Right live, left a lot to be desired. I'm very grateful to Becky for the tickets, and I'm somewhat grateful to Allison for making me relive this experience. But if it's coming to your city, as many other reviews will tell you, you might want to pass on it, because it's not as good as you think it should be, and it's definitely not gonna do anything to enhance your memories of the Bob Barker / Drew Carey era. Anyways, if you went to the show, I'd be interested to know what you think. CFL_fan on Twitter, Facebook.com/Witty Whittier, and WittyWhittier.com. Thank you so much for checking this out. My name is Keith, and I'll talk to you soon.